Spence a average fighter compared to Terence Bud Crawford, and why? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, people are talking, man. We're getting closer and closer to the Errol Spence Terence Crawford rematch, and the opinions are coming fast and furious about who's going to win that fight. Doesn't seem like too many people are giving Errol Spence any type of chance of beating Terence Crawford in the rematch. I just want to give my 500 nickels on whether Errol Spence is an average fighter compared to Bud or not. For anybody left.
This boy Crawford is super special, and I don't think Errol Spence can do nothing with him. He's gonna be more competitive, more stronger, more aggressive, and probably throwing more punches. But that's it, really. I mean, he's an average fighter, but it's gonna be the same outcome.
Alright, y'all. So, is Errol Spence an average fighter? Does he do anything better than Terence Bud Crawford? Because people are saying that his skill sets are very mundane and there's nothing he can really pull out of his trick bag to actually beat Terence Crawford.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And to me, I think that is sort of true, and I think that it's more of people just writing Errol Spence off because he took that loss. And I think a lot of people were going for Errol Spence in the first fight. And when he lost, I guess they feel like they got mud on their face for riding with Errol Spence, for lack of a better word. So now in the second fight, they're going to double down on Terence Crawford, just in case. But to me, I think that there's a few things that Errol Spence does better than Terence Crawford. And there's things that Terence Crawford does better than Errol Spence. But when you think about the 2 or maybe 3 things that Errol Spence actually does better than Terence Crawford, you got to go straight into the power department. Because yes, Errol Spence's whole game plan is to fight you on the inside, break you down, try to control the ring. And he does that very well. He did that to the best of his ability. He conquered a lot of championships with that style. And perhaps he's going to switch it up a little bit for the rematch. Perhaps he's going to come with the same style. And he's just not going to have to lose the weight in the same fashion that he had to in the first fight.
And mama, don't worry. You raised a gangster. I'm a survivor.
I do feel like that come forward style that he uses to break his opponents down, it could work against Terence Crawford. But if he's looking all dehydrated and depleted before the fight, there's really not going to be much he can do with Terence Crawford. So I would say the number one thing that he does better than Terence Crawford and that he needs to work on and figure out a better approach for it in the second fight is utilizing his power. The second thing that I think he actually does better than Terence Crawford is his footwork. He has great footwork, and his footwork isn't quick, but his footwork keeps him utilizing his jab. It keeps him coming forward. And I actually think it's better than Terence Crawford's footwork because he stays at his own pace. I think in the original fight, the problem was he wasn't fighting at his own pace.
Gotcha, bitch!
From the beginning of the fight, he was trying to play catch-up to Terence Crawford, and that got him in a lot of trouble, as well as, him just not being there. None of the punches that he was throwing were effective against Terence Crawford. None of the punches that he threw and land hurt Terence Crawford in any way. And I think a lot of people felt like, well, it's the snacks that Terence Crawford's been eating that gave him that ability, but I don't think so. I think it had a lot more to do with the preparation for the fight and Errol Spence just not being there. There was nothing I think he was going to do on that night that was going to help him win the fight based off the preparation and the things that went bad in the preparation. I think power and then foot movement are the first 2 things. And then you got to go to the jab. Errol Spence probably has the best jab in the business. And he normally utilizes that jab to keep fighters away from him. He normally utilizes that jab to control the ring, control distance. And he can throw power behind that jab. So if he puts all 3 of those together, power, foot movement and his jab. I think, he has the tools to beat Terence Crawford. It's all going to come down to how does he prepare for that fight. Is he weight drained? Is 154 actually the correct weight for him to be fighting at? Should he be higher than 154? Should he just go and retire because he doesn't have it anymore? This is what's going to be told in the second fight. Now, if he actually beats Terence Crawford, it's going to be a lot of eggs getting thrown around. And it's going to be funny to hear the other side and what their excuses for why Terence Crawford took an L would be. And it's going to be interesting to see how Errol Spence actually pulls it off. Is it the power? Is it the jab? Is it the footwork that actually gets him the victory?
Your dream's not supposed to make everybody in the room feel good. And if you hang out with people that don't have dreams, again, all they're going to do is distract you.
Yeah, dreams are the way men get pregnant. Pause. But it's a mental wound. A man is his mind, and your mind is his own wound. You know what I'm saying? But you pull from the universe. When you have a mind that's fertile, that's when you have a lot of ideas. Right? It's the same thing with the body, right? Otherwise, you see a lot of men, sometimes they don't have no ideas. They can't think. You ain't got no ideas. You never pregnant with no thought. You ain't got nothing to protect or nothing to give birth to. Black Americans is a womb for things to give birth to. So when they fill our minds up with whatever they want the future to be. Because our mind's so powerful that we assist in creating reality. So it's like when we only see negative programming, we can only have that reality.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. With that like button, comment, share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tube to holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product on your channel, on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. Yeah, man, we are Manny.
It's about bread, fuck what you talking about. If you ain't talking about that bread, then I'm walking out. Sorta like DJ I get my bud online, call it eBay funk. Nigga, better prepare to lean. Young Keys, that nigga spitting kerosene since I was an early teen. Now I'm in my mid-20s like a cold day. Niggas in the hood say I did it like OJ. Okay, you think Keys ain't got a grip? You on pain like you walking around without a hip. This is for my niggas zooming up and down the strip. Wood will grip like a pirate ship. You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You niggas better get more cream. You niggas broke like the levees down in New Orleans. And it ain't no fixing it. Engineer mixing it. Had to wear a coat cause it's cold like Switzerland. Got the hood blistering. All the niggas listening. Throwback Weber. Shorty thought I played for Michigan. Nah, it's the bill, dude. Still, here's what she'll do. Let a nigga cut long as I bring a pill through. And you don't want nothing with it. Gone off control, Grey Goose got me shitty. I go hard for the digits, got the keys to the city. I'ma show you how to get it. You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
You don't want nothing with it. Mine on the digits. If you hating, you can get it.
Got the keys to the city.
I got the remedy, plenty weed in the sea. A little skinny freak, legs like a centipede. Y'all niggas got DL tendencies. Young Keys flow 10 degrees. Hit the industry in the teeth, never scared if it's beat. Ask niggas if they know my name in the streets. These young niggas got it hot like Venice Beach. Shit is deep, seeing narcs riding in the Jeep. I'm on the grind, I ain't been home in the week. Listen when I speak, leave stab wounds in the beat. Riding in the fleet, stuffing hydro in the sweet. It's Louis Keys, nigga.